Dear all, this video discusses about discrete Fourier transform. So, in order to transform a sequence into a sequence of frequency samples of length n, we use the formula of discrete Fourier transform. Since the frequency samples are obtained by evaluating the Fourier transform at a set of n equally spaced discrete frequencies, the relationship is known as discrete Fourier transform. So the formula for discrete Fourier transform is given by x of k is equal to summation n equal to 0 to n minus 1. The given sequence is x of n, small x of n, and the frequency domain is represented by capital X of n, x of k, into e raised to minus j 2 pi k n by n for k equal to 0, 1 to n minus 1. So the sequence to be periodic, this length should be less than or equal to capital N. Similarly, the inverse discrete Fourier transform, that is to convert it back to time domain and to get the original sequence, you have to perform inverse discrete Fourier transform, and it is given by the formula. It is inverse of this formula. So instead of negative in the formula, it will become positive and also divided by n. So the formula will be x of n is equal to 1 by n summation k equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of k into e raised to j 2 pi k n by n, where n is equal to 0, 1 to n minus 1. So in order to find out the endpoint DFT and to make the computation much more faster, we can replace e raised to minus j 2 pi k n by n 2 pi by n by the term Wn. So this Wn is given by e raised to minus j 2 pi by n, and this is known as Tudel factor. So the equation can be written in a simpler way as x of k is equal to summation n equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n into Wn raised to kn, where n is equal to 0 to n minus 1. So if you are writing the matrix in terms of Tudel factor, it can be written as omega n and the terms raised to are kn. So k equal to 0 to n minus 1 and n equal to 0 to n minus 1. So the equation has to be written in terms of k and n. So omega n raised to kn. So all the terms are written in terms of omega n raised to kn. So this is the general representation of omega n raised to kn, and depending upon whichever n point we have to find out, that is capital N point DFT we will be finding out, we can just substitute the values and write the Tudel factor matrix. So the equation multiplied with x of n into the Tudel factor matrix will give the DFT of the sequence. So for example, if you consider endpoint DFT has to be found out for n equal to 8, that is 8 point DFT. So the Tudel factor is given by the formula e raised to minus j 2 pi kn, 2 pi by n. So Wn raised to kn can be written as e raised to minus j 2 pi by n into kn. So if you are finding out n equal to 8, substitute capital N equal to 8. So this will be the general equation, that is e raised to minus j pi by 4 into kn. So if kn is equal to 1, just substitute kn equal to 1 and find out the equation, and which will be obtained as 0.707 minus j 0.707. So for endpoint DFT, if you find all the values of the Tudel factor, it can be seen that after 8 points, the value will repeat. That is, so it is periodic. That is, W8 raised to 0 will be equal to W8 raised to 8. That will be equal to W8 raised to 16. So similarly, all these expressions will be the same. So this is known as periodicity property of cyclic property of the Tudel factor. That is, it keeps repeating. So this can be utilized while solving problems also. Now for example, if you consider we want to find out 2-point DFT, that is capital N equal to 2. So the Tudel factor can be written as W 2 raised to Kn So this will be the general representation, w2 raised to 0, w2 raised to 0, w2 raised to, that is k into n multiplied here. So 1 into 0, 0, 1 into 1, 1. So the general expression is given by this formula. So we can find out the equation, that is kn equal to 0 if you consider omega 2 raised to 0 will be e raised to minus j pi into 0. So that will be equal to 1 and kn equal to 1 will be equal to minus 1. So the general matrix can be written for a 2-point DFT as 1, 1, 1, minus 1. So in order to find out, for example, for a sequence x of n is equal to 2, 1, to find out 2-point DFT, then x of k will be the given matrix multiplied with 2, 1, which we obtain it as 3 and 1. So if you want to find out the magnitude, the equation is, suppose you consider the equation, general equation of the DFT, what you obtain is x plus jy, which is real part and imaginary part. Magnitude plot can be found out by taking square root of real part square plus imaginary part square, and phase can be found out by tan inverse of y by x. Now if you want to find out for 4-point DFT, the same can be just considered, Twiddle factor can be considered for 4-point DFT. So again considering k equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 and n equal to 0 to 3. So the general expression can be written like this. So k into 0, 0, k into 1, 1, k into 2, 2, k into 3, 3. So similar way, this is how the expression will be. And if you find out each of the values for 4-point DFT, the general expression will be e raised to minus j pi by 2 into 0. This will be 1. For 1 it will be this. So this way we can find out all the values. So this will be the general matrix for 4-point DFT, which can be remembered and it will be easy to solve problems. So once you know this is the matrix for 4-point DFT given a sequence, directly by taking the matrix we can find out the sequence. This is easy to remember because here you have ones, then minus 1 is repeated over here, and j and minus j. So this way you can remember it. So if it is multiplied with the given sequence, we obtain the 4-point DFT of a sequence. So do like, share and subscribe to the channel for latest updates.